Good afternoon. This is Trey Knippa for NakedTrader.com on the floor of the Merc in Chicago. The NASDAQ versus the S&P made a new high for the move today. Everybody thinks the world is all nice and rosy. The stock market keeps pushing its way up. And I think the investors for the most part have said, well, you know what? The world must be a safer place right now. Europe, obviously, we're kind of past our biggest troubles there. We've bailed out Greece. And so now it looks like the world markets, everything's going to be just fine. Absolute nonsense. Europe still has some of the toughest economic circumstances anywhere in the world, and I think that it is only going to get worse. Right now, take a look at Spain briefly. Spain right now, you think our housing market's bad? In Spain, there are 1.5 million unsold, unwanted, and abandoned properties. Now, compare that to what we have for sale in the United States. In the United States, we've got about 2.5 million. 2.5 million versus 1.5 million in Spain. Here's the problem. The United States is 6.5 times bigger in population than Spain is. You have got the absolute mother of all housing bubbles that has popped there, and guess who owns that real estate? Guess who owns those construction loans? The banks in Spain. You've got some major recapitalization to do of those Spanish banks, and for right now, everybody's just kind of pushing things off. You were looking at systemic unemployment, 51% unemployment for ages 25 and under. Spain has got real problems. Europe has got real problems. And what we need to learn from what's going on there, number one, is that the world is not a safer place. We still have a significant amount of risk to deal with as we move forward in Europe. You've heard me talk time and again about what's about to happen in France. If Francois Hollande gets elected as president of France, which I'm guessing that he will, then it will be time to short every French bank stock imaginable. Has he not learned about the Laffer curve? If you raise taxes, then the people who pay taxes flee that country. This is a systemic problem. You cannot dabble in socialism because it just doesn't work. It has never worked, and it never will work. This is Trey Knippa for NakedTrader.com on the floor of the Merc in Chicago.